Hello YouTube, Lead Farmer 73 here, back out in the citrus garden. Had a couple things I wanted to show you. This is my Eureka lemon tree. Let me zoom out for you so you can get a good look at that. And it's huge. I think you've seen it before in other videos. But what I want to show you is I tried something. Here's my variegated Eureka lemon with the two-tone leaves and the two-tone lemons. This is the variegated pink lemon Eureka tree. What I done was I took these leaves, I took a branch off of here and I grafted them onto here, onto the original Eureka. And so far they're taking just fine. I've done this 2 weeks ago and they haven't withered up and dried out, so all I did was take a clipping and made a cut in the original branch and I jammed it down in there. I'm just trying something out. I saw a couple videos on YouTube and so far it's working. That's one graft. Here's my other graft. You can see that it's doing fine, and this was the biggest experiment. You can see where I grafted it right there. The biggest experiment is I wanted to see what happens if I leave all the leaves on this one, and I had a bud sprouting right there and it hasn't dried up, withered up, and the leaves are still hanging in there. So far so good. I did 4 of them. Here's another one that done. There's the graft there. Well, there's several on here, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what I did. But this time I'm going to graft on this tree here. This is a Washington Navel, and I'm going to give it a shot. And this is the little guy that I'm going to take and try to get something started. So here we go. This might be a lengthy video, but we gotta start somewhere. Okay, all I'm gonna do, pruning shears. I'm gonna cut that at an angle so water can run off of that. Okay, so here's my cutting. So my next step, I'm gonna take a razor blade and I'm gonna cut right down to expose the nervous system of this branch here. This is my first time, well, second time doing this, so I want that to be at a point there, so when it goes down into the new wood, I don't want any air pockets. And see, trial and error, mess up from time to time there. See, like I did there. Just start over. I like to expose as much as I can to help the tree along. There we go, that's a good one. I don't like putting my fingers here because you might be shaving more than the tree, you know. You want it as flat as you can possibly get it. Okay, can you see that? Nice wedge. Okay. Now, I'm going to come over here. I've already picked out a branch here. It's going to be this guy here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clip off a few of these branches, few of these leaves. See if I can get a... Okay. Clip off a few of these leaves here. Give me some good working room. And I'm gonna go down a little farther than all of these buds and spots and everything else I had going on there. So from there, I'm gonna take my razor blade and I'm gonna go right down the middle of this. And by the way, you want to kind of get the exact same diameter so it'll take better. So that's what I did. Okay, right down the middle of this one here. Hope you can see that. Right down the center. Okay. All right. And now my next move is to jam this wedge into this spot I made here, just like that. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me zoom it in. There we go. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to clean that up a little more. I want to make that flat. There we go. Okay, as you can see, I had to flatten that out a little bit. Let me see, get it in focus. Now I'm going to take this wedge and I'm going to jam it right into that hole there, that groove I made with the razor blade. Straight in. Match it up best I can. You want that right on. Right dead center, just like that. Okay, it almost from the side looked like it was always like that. Now I'm gonna wrap that real tight. I got some gardening tape and I'm gonna wrap that as tight as I can to keep any moisture or anything else out of there. Okay, 1 second, get my tape. Okay, let's see if I can't see in the camera here. Zoom out. Okay, now all I do is wrap this. I always start at the bottom. Now wrap this as tight as I can and swirl that all the way around. Oh, there you go. Swirl that all the way around to the top. This is just regular old green gardening tape that I got from Walmart, and it seemed to do the trick so far. So I'm new at this, but I figured why not give it a chance, give it a shot. I got plenty of lemon trees and plenty of citrus trees, so if this is a failed attempt, I don't think I'm gonna be hurting too bad. Okay, I'm gonna wrap that some more. Hope you're able to see that on camera. I'm trying to stay in focus here. Let's see. Hey, there go my flip-flops. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it again. I might even wrap it again, because I don't want any moisture. Now that it's fall, it's actually October the 2nd, and it's here in South Carolina. It's hot in the daytime, but in the afternoon and at night it's pretty cold. It gets down to about 59 degrees, which brings, you know, dew and moisture. So I don't want any of that getting into my graft here. Let's try another piece of tape. This is the gardening tape, by the way, just in case you didn't know. It's just some plain old, I think this costs like a dollar at Walmart. If you haven't guessed by now, with all my videos, I live right off the highway, so you hear a lot of that noise in the background. Let's see. All right, one more good time here. I'm gonna wrap that. And I'm gonna keep you posted on how this works out. And we gonna all cross our fingers and hope it work out pretty good. Because I really would like to see how this happens. I got tired of watching the videos on it. I wanted to try it myself. So, there we go. And that's that. A lot of people wrap it in plastic, and right now, before I do all of that, I'm just gonna try it like this and see how it works like this before I go too far doing all that and keep cutting off my lemons. But there you go. That's it. That's a piece of Washington navel. Let's see what happens with this whole graft. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Lead Farmer 73, and I am out.